Cancer. This is your reading for September 5th through September 10th. We're going to read the energy leading up to the full moon in Pisces on September 10th. And if you are guided or drawn to this reading and it's not September 5th through the 10th, or not even September at all, yet you're still resonating with the message, this message is for you, as time is not a straight linear line or the Gregorian calendar or any of those things. It is cyclical. We always circle back to energy. So with that said, this reading is for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Cancer. These are general readings, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to build a story if it is not resonating for you, meaning that you're feeling it in your body like, oh yeah, she's talking to me. This is for me. This message is for me. If you'd like a personal reading, Cancer, you can book through my website. That information is in the description box below. The website is BeTheChange333.com. There will also be an extended reading to this reading that the information is in the description box below to my Patreon channel. If you resonate and are digging this message and want to find out where it leads to, you can follow us over on Patreon for the extended. Okay, Cancer, I believe that is it. Let's go. What are the messages for Cancer? What is Cancer experiencing? What does Cancer need to know on this part of the journey? What are the blind spots? What would be helpful for Cancer in this part of the journey? First card out, firm foundation. To be grounded within yourself, feeling confident, solid, rooted, that you have a firm foundation in yourself. No matter what happens, no matter who or what comes into your life and shakes things up, you're like that tree, healthy tree with its roots firmly down in the ground so that you really can't be knocked off course. That is definitely something we should all aspire for. Keep going for Cancer. Sacral chakra. Our creative energy center, the center in the body that's linked to our creativity, our imagination, our ability to think outside of the box. This is also our link to our libido, our sex drive, our creation of new life, as well as, more importantly, when the sacral chakra is imbalanced, not in balance, out of balance, we tend to find it difficult to connect to others on a more personal, deeper level. And everything kind of stays at the surface where it's not very comfortable. So that might be a specific message for someone, Cancer. Let's see. Let's keep going. For sun, moon, rising in the sign of Cancer, what does Cancer need to know? Okay. So we have some victory. There is some success here on your journey. We'll get into that in a minute. But maybe these are some things that were a challenge to you in your past that you have broken through. You're starting to find it, maybe a new firm foundation within yourself. Your creative juices are flowing again. You are connecting on a deeper level to other people again. A lot of the solar flares right now are assisting in our consciousness, raising our consciousness as well. Material and spiritual prosperity. This is great. This shows me, Cancer, that you have actually gone through some of your deep challenges and successfully finding yourself on the other side of that. And the universe recognizes that and begins to open up possibilities, potentials, opportunities. And we get gifts. We receive things in the material realm as a gift from the universe, like, Good job getting through those challenges. Bottom of the deck here, harmony, which is a gift in itself, isn't it? This is the overall energy for the first spread, moving towards harmonious relationships with ourselves, with others, and with life. Oh, after some real deceptive energy. Deception and envy, this typically reflects our ego persona and those that we are involved in, and how we can kind of fake it. It's not even a fake it till you make it, but this is like a playing a part that's not truly who you are. And you know, it's fun in the beginning until the universe kind of steps in and is like, do you still want to play this part? Because the heat gets cranked up, and then we, you know, put on even more of a false mask, and the overinflated ego comes out, and then we're totally imbalanced. So yes, now you are seeking harmony. True, deep harmony. Authentic. I love it. Okay, let's dive a little deeper into this, shall we, Cancer? Okay, we're going to use Witch's Tarot for you. Gotcha. Tell me about firm foundation for Cancer, please. Maybe you weren't feeling so confident in your ability to create, think outside the box in the past. Yeah. You're juggling back and forth between maybe the third dimension and the fifth dimension even. You're juggling between people, between things. You're in and out of consciousness even. That happens, especially, you know, in the beginning of the journey. It can happen for a very long portion of the journey because we're very familiar with who we have built ourselves to be up till we have this giant spiritual awakening. And then it's like, ooh, then we go through a loss of identity and, you know, the dark night of the soul. We tend to spiral down further than we ever had before, but with good reason to retrieve parts of ourselves that either were lying dormant. So yes, it seems like you've done a lot of this deep diving, Cancer. If you haven't, you know, the journey's so similar in each stage, but it just, everybody's journey is unique as well. You're juggling a lot, and you weren't feeling solid within yourself. You were not feeling that firm foundation. It almost like maybe you were even grasping at anything because you didn't feel fully safe and secure in whatever, in life in general. It doesn't really matter. Or it may be just in your ability to create for yourself, create the life that you desire for yourself. Yeah. You felt outcast, out in the cold, afraid of losing more, afraid of losing whatever it was that you had already accomplished and had. That had you stifled in your creative center. That fear. Because it probably was a reality at some point in your life, Cancer. And typically when we're faced with things that bring up old experiences that cause great pain, it triggers this fear in us. But it triggers this fear in us to show us that we're carrying that fear, which it makes sense. We are creatures of habit, and we don't like to experience pain. We are sensitive beings. Let's see, victory and success for Cancer, please. Well, you push through it. You push through it all. You push through the fear. And you push through, you know, feeling like you didn't belong or left out. And really got in touch with yourself, got in touch with your emotions, how you feel. And you were able to open your heart to yourself and maybe to others also. The Queen of Emotions is very in touch with how she feels and is able to express that, give and receive openly and honestly. And that's what really helped propel you through this challenging time, Cancer, and brought you to victory and success in that part of your journey and those parts of your challenges as well. It could also be that you lost something, someone, and that it brings up fear. Five of Pentacles is a pretty intense fear. Then we try to hide too. Some people try to hide, some don't. I'm not getting that you were hiding this, but you were flip-flopping in life. You were flip-flopping between like your authenticity and being happy and then diving into this fearful self. But when you finally connected back to your emotions and how you felt in your heart and you stand firmly in that, that is when you find success in harmony, harmonious relationships with others, deeper, meaningful relationships with others, no longer surface level with fear, with this fear, like, oh, if I say the wrong thing, or if I do the wrong thing, or if I'm not exactly how they expect me to be, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose this person. That's a strong message for somebody. Spiritual and material prosperity. Yeah, so now that you're victorious over that, all of your hard work has paid off. And it is time for your harvest. It is time to reap what you have sown. Spiritual and material prosperity. There is assistance. There are things that are opening up for you, Cancer, which is a beautiful thing. These are gifts from the universe. And this is, you know, everything, and gifts from yourself, your higher self. You've put a lot of this work in. You've sown these seeds. You planted these seeds. It could have been a long time ago, but now, look, they're growing. It's time to pick them. The fruit is ripe for the picking. Oh, beautiful. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is, as the wheel turns, it's always about choices, Cancer. Every time we're brought to a certain place in the zodiac and it stops, we have to make a choice for ourselves. This is every human being on the planet. And if you're aware of the cycles and what part of the cycles you're in, it makes it much easier to make those choices, which is why I follow astrology to begin with. However, you can also go by your intuitive senses. How you feel. That's really all that matters. How you feel about a situation. Truly. Don't let the ego and the mind fool you and tell you you think it's okay when you feel inside in your heart that it's not. So Cancer, I'm going to continue this reading over onto Patreon. The extended reading will be on Patreon. The information is in the description box below. But if this is where you end off, I'm going to pull an advice card for you. If you don't mind, please click the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. This will help spread the messages out to others, help with the YouTube algorithms, help this channel grow. It would be greatly appreciated as a even energetic exchange. Yeah, sure, even. And if you want to book a personal reading or want to follow me over on Patreon for the extended of this reading, that information is below. All right, advice for Cancer, please. Advice for Cancer, thank you. Freedom. I think you're becoming free. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And yes, you do, Cancer. And you are. It is time to pick your harvest. I love it. So if this is where you end, have a beautiful rest of your week. And if you want to continue on with this reading over on Patreon, the information is below. Take care, Cancer. Bye.